In this episode, poor weather and sickness test our limits as we make the 400-mile journey to London.
I'm just ready to be done.
If you're just tuning in, we are Liz and Alex, and we are cycling the length of Great Britain from the very top of John O'Groats to the very end at Land's End. Typically, London is not included on a journey like this. However, back in 2023, we cycled from London to Istanbul, and we couldn't shake the feeling that we had to connect the dots. In the previous episode, we endured the toughest conditions we've ever faced while bikepacking as we traversed a bog in the wind and rain. In this video, our poor luck with the weather continues as we attempt to take as many cycle paths as possible to the heart of London.
All right, good morning. It is day 23, we think, and we are just leaving our campsite now, and it is after 11. All right, guys, we just got done with breakfast. This cute little cafe. You can tell this is like a cute small town. Everyone seems to know everyone. Love those types of places. And one thing that's been consistent throughout our time in the UK is that they give you a pot of tea when you order tea, which is so nice. I feel like we should do that in the US too. So we've noticed since that town we stayed in last night that the architecture has now changed here in England. And we're having much more like red brick looking buildings, whereas before it was always like the gray stones in Scotland. When passing through Appleby, we happened upon something we didn't expect to see in the English countryside. People prepping for the Appleby Horse Fair.
Oh, what a pretty horse.
Which brings in tens of thousands of gypsies and travelers each year. Hey. Wow. People like their horses.
During this section of our trip, we began to learn all about the volatile English weather, and we never got used to it. It seemed that at one moment we would be soaked and freezing due to the rain, and the next we would be baking in the sun. We never really knew when we should remove our layers and when we should leave them on.
So about a minute ago, crazy rains and horrific winds. Now we have bright sunshine.
So much food everywhere. Great lunch spot. Did you just take a bite out of the cheese? You know, I have a knife.
Alex gets so mad when I do this. Eat out of peanut butter jars and take bites out of cheese.
What do you think? Is that acceptable to bite into cheese? No.
For the rest of the day, we tried to take as many back roads as possible, which brought us to some incredible scenery.
It has just been relentless, up and down and up and down, and they're really steep hills too.
All right, guys, so we just got to camp. We are in the town of Dent. Today ended up being really like a half day in terms of when we started, but we ended up gaining a lot during our like 34 miles. We're gonna set up camp and call it a night. Our campsite, and this campsite's actually really nice because we were able to do laundry.
All our clothes are out here right now drying.
And when you're on a trip like this, guys, there is nothing better than a bunch of fresh, clean clothes. We are going to be having a big day today. The weather's supposed to be better, hopefully. You never know though. In England we've learned, but it seems like it's going to be better. So we're going to try to have a big day today. Let's get moving and pack up all our nice, clean clothes. Sounds super cute. I was hoping to get an early start, but We thought we were gonna be able to camp early last night, but then we ran into this issue where we were trying to dry out our tent and then it started pouring. And then there was a very narrow window where there was not raining. So anyways, it was a late night because of all that. Whenever we get into this like late night, late morning habit, it's hard to break.
It's funny that in certain parts of England, to me, the accent is almost unintelligible. Like it sounds like a different language to me. Sometimes literally do not catch a word of what they say. A man stopped us and asked us where we're going, and he said that there's a road closure up ahead. Cyclists and pedestrians might be able to get through, we'll have to see. But if it is closed to us, we're gonna have to go way out of the way, like to get back onto a road that will take us the right directions. I'm really hoping that we can get through because that sounds like a huge detour. Hello. Do you happen to know if cyclists can get through on the road?
No, actually no. He could get, but I don't know.
I have to say it's really nice having some decent weather for once. It feels like it's been at least a week that we haven't had to deal with either crazy strong headwind or rain or some combination of the two. Here is the road closure area. Oh wow, look at that.
Oh wow.
The road is completely gone.
Check that out.
Alright guys, we just got to this viaduct, Dentdale Viaduct.
Alright, so we're doing a brief detour here over to see the Ribblehead Viaduct, which is a massive viaduct.
The hills continue. Castle looking thing? What the heck? Gotta love cycling here. You just randomly come across these beautiful old castle looking buildings. By the way, we're in such better moods if you guys can't tell, because we've determined we are fair weather adventurers. Hate to break it to you. I wish I could be super pumped in poor weather, but I just can't. 20% grade. See if we can bike it.
I don't know how long this is going to last.
We just restocked too with tons of groceries. We had to stop. But then the hills are done after this.
After a couple of miles, maybe.
Alex?
12% grade now, so we're gonna try and bike. All right, we are done with the big hill. This last week, it's just been hill after hill after hill, and they've all been really steep. Hopefully we get a little bit of a reprieve from here on out for a couple of days.
Alexander, you said there we were done with hills.
I said we were done with big hills.
Yay! All right, we just got to Skipton and we are riding on a canal to our campsite.
On your right or left or whichever side.
Make up your mind, Alex. Thank you.
Get moving.
What the heck?
Oh my God, look at that.
I know, this is insane.
Oh God. I'm really worried this is gonna break.
Last night was absolutely insane. It was relentless rain and wind until about 8:39 in the morning, something like that.
The wind was so fierce on the tent that we couldn't sleep. Which anyways, I started getting sick yesterday and now is full blown, unfortunately. And Alex feels like the trickling of starting to get it. So we're gonna nip this in the bud and take an unplanned rest day here in Skipton. Hopefully let our immune systems recover a bit and sleep, and then hopefully we can hit the road tomorrow. Good morning from our hotel room that we're about to leave. We are going to go head towards Barnsley, which is right near this town that my ancestors are from that we're going to explore. So we're actually going to have another hotel night, which I am very excited for. I slept a ton yesterday and feel so much better for my sickness. I'm still going to be a bit snotty, and I have lots of tissues prepped on my bike, handy for that, but feeling quite a bit better. So let's go hit the road and see how today goes. It was literally the second I brought my bike out, it went from sunny to rainy. It was that drastic of a difference. I don't understand the weather here, but it's about to drive me bonkers. That's how I like to start a morning. Nice, chill canal ride. Lovely.
After days of climbing through the wind and rain, these canal paths felt like a much-needed reprieve. It's amazing how much your mood can change when the weather cooperates.
We were just talking about how, you have really high highs like we're experiencing right now on this beautiful dirt path, and then you have the lows like pushing our bike through a swamp.
Wow, so cute. We are over 10 miles in and we are still on this canal bike path. It's amazing when you're on a trip like this how much you appreciate like healthy foods after having like lightweight, easy to pack foods for like way too long. Like we've had so much rice cakes and tortillas and cheese and peanut butter. I'm getting a little sick of it at this point. I feel like that's gorgeous. The bike trails today have been amazing. It reminds me of a lot of the bike paths we did when we were biking from London to Istanbul in Western Europe. This is so good. I did not anticipate this rain today. Just got to the hotel, and the last like hour and a half my sickness started getting like full throttle again, which was just lovely. So I think we're gonna extend here another night, and I'm gonna try to get over this cold. It's so stupid. I think that's probably best so that I can finally get over the sickness. On day 27, we took a rest day, but explored a town believed to be named after one of my ancestors, possibly, Cawthorne Town. Either way, this ended up being a really fun stop to check out a quaint English town, and we had some of the best food of the trip. We just had some tea time with the best pasty and cream scone we've had since we've been in the UK, and I love this small town already. It's adorable. We're not positive this is the one from our family, but we're thinking so.
Your family?
From my family, I guess. We're not related by blood. That would be weird. Oh, it's always a kid at heart. All right, guys, it is day 28 of our bikepacking adventure here in the UK. Now we are starting the 4 or 5 day journey from Barnsley to London. London obviously is not on the way if we were going direct from John O'Groats to Land's End, but I have a thing about connecting points, and we started our London to Istanbul trip at Buckingham Palace and Big Ben. So I feel like I have to like connect those points, if that makes sense. So we're gonna go connect those points in London and then make the final journey to Land's End afterwards. But yeah, we're feeling refreshed after a rest day. Still getting over a bit of a cold, but I think we're ready to go hit the trail today. My anxiety with cars has just gone so bad. Like, I don't know why now after 6,000 miles of bikepacking it's kicked in, but I literally picture on some of these busy roads getting run over every single time. Woo!
Bike path. This is beautiful.
It's funny, we've noticed this trip, like, for some reason we're resistant to take rest days. I think it's because it feels like we're going like not as many miles as we usually do. It's like we get so into the zone that we like think we need to just keep going, and then we take the rest day, we're like 1,000 times better mood-wise and body-wise. Let that be a lesson learned. Don't get too caught up in the just constantly moving on these types of adventures. Give your body some breaks. It's both rainy and sunny at the same time. One thing we've learned here in England is that typically when it rains, it doesn't last very long.
It feels like here it changes a lot more rapidly. You experience like rain shower, a little bit of sunshine, rain shower, a little bit of sunshine. It happens like 10 or 12 times throughout the day.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Morning. This 11 dogs that you have?
11, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
It has horses as the signal.
Are you kidding me?
You know you're in the English countryside when. Seriously, is this not a bike path of dreams? If I can have trails like this all the way through London, I'll be a happy camper. Wow. Literally didn't catch a word of that. Look at that mud from the day. You got it? Oh, why are you more clean than me? Look at this.
As we got closer to London, the roads became more chaotic. Fortunately, it was around this time that we discovered the National Cycling Network. Following bike paths meant adding an extra 40 miles onto our journey to London, but it was a small price to pay for a little bit of peace and safety on the road. But that doesn't mean the route wasn't without its challenges.
Oh, you're gonna get caught? Okay, you're clear. My bike's too wide.
My handlebars are too wide. How did you do this?
I angled my wheel.
Okay. Today is the day with these horrible things. That's for sure.
But despite these minor obstacles, the trails were amazing and the conditions were incredible. From here, our route brought us onto the beautiful Trans-Pennine Way, which took us through some beautiful paths through the forest and the countryside.
We still retain the skeletons of our enemies. We hang them on our walls.
What is that?
Our dead midges. It's creepy. We still
I
have
thought you
them
were
here.
quoting a book.
No.
The skeletons of our enemies. That sounds creepy.
It is creepy. Why do we still have midges in our tent?
Do you want? I've tried to clean them out. We need like a vacuum or something.
So for the first time on all of our adventures, I've been feeling like I just want this done so bad. The weather being so rainy every morning. I've never felt like this on any of our trips. I've always kind of wanted them to keep going. I didn't sleep well in a tent like I usually don't. My sickness is worse today than I'm starting to get over. The hotels here are so expensive that I have a hard time justifying staying in them to try to get fully over the sickness. Just feeling kind of really miserable right now. Sanctuary morning here in England calls for tea and scones with clotted cream.
The days of volatile weather and intermittent but busy roads began to wear on us both.
Yeah, let's do that. We're eating our lunch in a bus stop. This weather is volatile on steroids today. It goes from bright sunny, like you think, oh, great weather, and then it goes immediately changes 5 minutes later.
It's positively pissing.
This weather is driving us nuts. We just had such good weather for the first 2 weeks, and it gave us some unrealistic expectations for this trip. That is a lot of pigeons.
How are there this many pigeons? We've had on and off sprinkles, but not a downpour again, which is good. Gosh, I feel like this English weather is gonna cause me to go completely mad. I kid you not, a minute after that last clip, it's now very rainy. England, you hate me, I think. Today's just not my day.
The rain just stopped again.
Back to canal boats. And we got a swan. Okay. Hi, swan.
Oh gosh. That was hilarious.
Guys, I love these canal paths. We were just talking about that. Of course, I have bugs flying in my mouth. Gosh, how many bugs do you think we have consumed accidentally this trip?
I'm more worried about the ones that have gone up my nose.
Oh, I feel like hundreds.
Once again, it's raining. I think if we just give it 5 or 10 minutes, it'll be gone again. Right on schedule, about 5 minutes later, the rain has stopped now.
After hours of biking in these conditions, we finally had enough.
We just booked a hotel. I think we've been in this weather enough today. It's been really mentally hard to get through at this point. I just feel very over this weather.
So obviously we've seen these red telephone booths everywhere, but this one is actually one of those. Oh wow, that's a heavy door. It's a little free library, which is really cool.
You gonna try to carry it with, oh wow, okay.
Yeah, well,
You got this. Look at my buff husband.
I don't feel that. Yep. I've had to do worse on the bike. This is tight fit.
Yep, she was concerned when I said there were 2 bikes. For some reason, she thought there was 1. All right, guys, we just got to our hotel. I probably shouldn't be actually on this because I'm muddy. Yeah, that weather, wow. So we're treating ourselves to a hotel tonight, and hopefully I'll be mentally better tomorrow.
And we have some healthy food.
Good morning. It is day 30 of our bikepacking adventure. I slept over 8 hours, which is extremely rare for me. So that was really exciting. I feel so much better. I feel like I'm getting over the sickness. We are really getting close to the London area, and we're finding campsites are a bit hard to find, it seems like. So I think it might end up being another hotel night today, which I'm not too mad about. Looks like we can maybe take mostly bike trails. Just exciting. All right, so we're gonna just finish packing up and leave this hotel.
I made the mistake of trying to navigate the bike on my opposite side, and I just didn't have the right balance carrying it that way.
Yay, bike lane! We've stopped here after not too long because we are grinding in every single gear, and we forgot that after bad rains you really have to clean your bike and put some lube on it because it is so caked up. So we're gonna scrub and then lube. The bikes are working so much better. That's crazy, like the night and day difference.
From here, the journey to London began to feel like it would never end. Each day we made less progress than we wanted to, and there always seemed to be some set of obstacles that slowed our progress.
It's been so stop and go today. It's been really hard to get our miles in. We've only gone like 21. We were gonna do 57 today, but we keep having to cross intersections, wait at lights, deal with really crowded paths, which at least there's paths, but they'll be really crowded with people because it's a Sunday and like people are just not moving over, even with us ringing our bell.
All right, we're about 42 miles in for the day and we've come to a campground. We thought we could do more, but we just got too late of a start and it felt like we kept having to start and stop, start and stop. Hopefully tomorrow will be better.
It is the start of day 31, and apparently we're getting an early start today. Liz, I guess she woke up at like 4 a.m. She was like wide awake at 6, ready to go. So I guess we're getting an early start. Making food, then we'll get packed up.
Guys, we are out before 9. What the heck is with that?
I think it's our first time this trip getting out before 9.
We have been working on nailing the morning routine. I still don't think we have it perfect, but we're definitely getting quicker. So
I think there's definitely a bit of wasted time in there somewhere.
we also keep like getting done late, so it's like a cycle. I love cycling first thing in the morning, so it is funny that we're never out early when it's like my favorite time when we actually get out to cycle. We're out today, gonna try to have a big day, hopefully. I feel like every time we say that, there's some sort of issue that pops up, but we're gonna try. It's actually nice to be back in the English countryside. The last 2 days had been suburbia. I didn't expect to have another country leg on our way to London, but we're about 110 miles out from London and we're in the country.
This was one of those sections that we seem to go through on every bike trip that you just need to grind out.
We've already gone 10 miles today and it's not even 10 o'clock, which is really nice considering most days we aren't even out by 10.
It wasn't particularly difficult or boring. In fact, there was a lot of unique scenery and really cool old buildings.
All right, guys, we just arrived to Northampton. Look at this pretty building. Another beautiful castle-looking church. Another one. Looks like grass roof or something. It's cool.
But it was relatively flat, and we were determined to get to our next big destination.
25 miles in. $30 miles in. 40 miles in for the day.
Throughout the morning and early afternoon, we breezed through the miles, but this day wasn't without its challenges.
We are definitely off-road right now. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, I really hate stinging metal. Careful, that's spiky, that's spiky.
Oh gosh! Why didn't you move?
I was trying to warn you about that bush. This is ridiculous.
Honey, I'm scared. It looks angry.
You could try going around. How about I distract her?
She's pissed, Alex. She is pissed.
Hey, Swan. Now sneak past. Sneak past.
No, I'm worried she's gonna attack me.
Then go around this way.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. 50 miles in. All right, 55 miles in.
Despite all the great progress that we made this day, I think we may have pushed it a little too hard.
58 miles in. My sickness is here. Full throttle. Allergies are horrible too. It's just a combination of bad right now. I'm gonna go shower. I don't know if I'm ever gonna get over the sickness because we never take enough time off. I look horrible. I don't know if you can see how bad on camera.
Sick, allergies.
Oh, it's just a
Contacts aren't working.
flaming mess today. We're like 40 miles from London or something, right?
Something like that.
And we might be forced to take another rest day tomorrow because I don't know how I'm supposed to function tomorrow at this point. Alright guys, it is 4 days later. We decided to take a good chunk of time to have me recover from my cold. Still not fully recovered, but we had like 3 solid days where we just like spent the entire day in bed essentially, which is actually a really nice break. But yeah, now we're gonna head out. We're gonna hit London today. I'm excited. A little nervous about urban cycling, but hopefully it's okay. We're gonna try to take a cycle routes as much as possible. Let's hit the road.
It is so nice to be back on the bike. This is the first day in I don't even know how long that I haven't had to have some kind of jacket because of the cold and wind and rain. Oh, it's beautiful today. It hasn't been warm like this for a while.
Looks like it's snow on the ground with all this cotton. I'm sure my allergies are gonna kill me with that.
The day started with us following some amazing bike paths through forest and farmland.
About 25 miles in for the day, and it is officially really hot, which is so rare. We have not needed our jacket the entire day. Not a single day in the UK has been like that.
Then, as if from out of nowhere, the city emerged and our peaceful riding was over.
Oh boy, Alex, please don't.
As soon as we entered the busy road, the dedicated cycle path disappeared and it was replaced by merely the symbol of a bike painted onto the pavement of a traffic-filled nightmare.
It's absolutely insane. No bike lane, just people going everywhere. When we went from London to Istanbul, I think London was the 3rd worst city that we biked in. 3rd or 4th. Worst was Istanbul, and then Zagreb was pretty bad. So was Belgrade, but the London was right up there.
Most of the way into the city center, there was no dedicated bike lane, and we often opted for the sidewalk to avoid riding next to double-decker buses and speeding drivers.
Oh gosh, no.
Be careful with these big buses.
Finally found a cycle lane of some sort.
Stop.
A lot of left turn, really good. We're getting really close. Going through Hyde Park right now, just about a mile away. We made it!
Yay! This is so exciting. This is where we started our bike trip, 2023. I did not expect to feel this accomplished at getting here. It's like technically our trip's not done, but there's something for me about connecting points, guys. Now I have that map. There's a line now across.
Fully connected line.
Fully connected line, which makes me happy. Feeling very accomplished. We've had some ups and downs this trip for sure, and we've had just sickness and other things that have delayed us, but we got here. Me and Alex know how to get it done. All right, now let's go officially to Big Bend. Let's go.
See, this to me,
This feels more like official.
yeah. I have a very vivid recollection of stopping here and taking some pictures right in front of Big Ben and doing our official start and announcement right here almost 2 years ago.
What?
See ya. Wow.
We made it, guys. Yay! Oh man.
Really, given the miles we've done today, it's really not too bad.
I know, I feel pretty okay.
The other hotels we've been to, the elevator hasn't been big enough to take bikes.
We had such a hard time finding a hotel that actually allowed us to have our bikes in the room or had bike storage in London. Like, we called so many.
Quick tip on that, if you do ever find yourself needing a hotel that allows you to take your bikes in, Premier Inn, if you go to their website, they have a network of hotels, and they consider themselves a bike-friendly hotel, so they will always let you store it either in the luggage room or in your room.
Anyways, we're at the hotel though. It's a tight fit with the bikes, but we made it work. And I think we're gonna call it a night and go get some Indian food, because we've heard the Indian food is really good in London.
And we don't want to eat more grocery store food.
All right, we will see you guys in the morning.
We are on the final stretch towards Land's End.
Feels kind of like we're hanging on by a thread.
I have a tick.
That was a tough day.